If you want to know what the first and most important plank in my climate proposal is, beat Trump.
At a kickoff rally in Philadelphia yesterday, former Vice President Joe Biden leaned into the idea that he is the Democrat best positioned to beat Donald Trump.
If the American people want a president to add to our division, lead with a clenched fist, a closed hand, a hard heart, to demonize your opponent, to spew hatred, they don't need me. They've got President Donald Trump.
With a mushrooming field of 24 candidates and counting, 2020 Democrats are jockeying to sell the perception of electability.
We're not waiting for ideas. What's missing is courage.
I know how to beat Donald Trump. I beat him 21 times in a row in court.
I know how to challenge this guy. I've been watching him his whole born life, his whole adult life.
In a new Fox News poll, 73% of Democrats call it extremely important that the Democratic candidate for president can beat President Trump. Just 51% say it's extremely important the nominee shares their views on major issues.
If Trump is reelected and he gets to put more people on the Supreme Court, it's going to be a nightmare for many generations to come.
That angst and Biden's ascension in early polling is driving a number of 2020 contenders to distance themselves from some of the more progressive ideas circulating, like ending private insurance.
That's not what I meant. I know it was interpreted that way. If it relates to Medicare, gets rid of insurance. But no, it does not get rid of insurance.
And breaking up big tech companies.
That sounds more like a Donald Trump thing to say, like, I'm going to break up you guys. No, we need to create systems and processes.
Biden's rise in the polls has his opponents taking cautious aim, attempting to remind voters he's a candidate of the past.
Vice President Biden is a good person and was a great vice president. I believe that I'm the candidate for our times.
It's time for the generation that fought in Iraq and Afghanistan to step in for the generation that sent us there.
It is not the real world to think Mitch McConnell is going to embrace a major effort to mobilize against the climate crisis.
That 1994 crime bill, it did contribute to mass incarceration in our country.
While the progressive wing of the party sharpens their attacks.
Joe Biden is on the side of the credit card companies.
I will be damned if the same politicians who refused to act then are going to try to come back today and say we need a middle of the road approach to save our lives.
Among them, Bernie Sanders, who was the front runner in early polling before Biden entered the race.
I disagree with many of the votes that he cast.
I led the effort against those trade agreements. Joe voted for them, the war in Iraq. I voted against it. Joe voted for it.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.